7th place on the fringes of the relegation fight. Hearts in 5th place on the fringes of the race for Europe. Would either situation change as the sides met on Friday night at Rugby Park? Commentary comes from Rob McLean.
No Scott Boyd for Kilmarnock, but skipper Chris Boyd returns, with Connor Salmon unable to play against his parent club. On loan Celtic defender Christopher Ayer is back as well. This is the Hearts team which beat Dundee last weekend, only their 2nd win in 10 games. They're looking to get closer to 4th place St Johnstone. Ayer for Dicker. Nice move this. Smith to Sean Longstaff, who might just have taken that on a little bit further. There was room to run into. Tries the shot at goal and it's too high. Dean Hawkshaw looking to make an impact off the bench. That's Boyd. Hawkshaw again. Now Callum Roberts getting into a really dangerous position and tugs his shot wide. 20 today, Callum Roberts, looking to celebrate his birthday with a goal. Ian Cuthrow's Hearts, 2nd best at the start of this 2nd half. Jordan Jones with the corner kick. There's Dicker. Chris Boyd, what a chance! He's snapped up plenty of those in his time. Killie looking to get some reward for their superiority at the moment. Arno Zoom. Jamie Walker gets turned, gets the shot away, but that one's not going to beat Freddie Woodman. Team effort. Off the bench, Martin. Strunner. Finds Martin again. And barely caught the shot, having worked his way into a really good position, the Frenchman. Cholis for Choulet, the substitute on loan from Stoke. Good burst of pace. Squares it for Gonçalves. Ian Wilson it was, flinging himself in front of this goal-bound effort. That's great defending. Zoom. Well, turning on the style, or trying to, Hearts. With a series of back heels. Liam Smith tries to get on the end of it, and he does! And it's left by Gonçalves, right in front of goal. Well, he looks bemused, and so do the Hearts supporters behind that goal. Opportunities have been few and far between. The up and under into the Hearts box, headed away by Cholis. That was Martin, Curry, and Ayer. And the free kick goes Kilmarnock's way. And this could be a late chance to win it for the home team. There looks to be a foul on Curry there, but it goes Ayer's way. Jordan Jones steps back, but it's Chris Boyd who goes mighty close to turning 1 point into 3. Frizzell. Zoom gets his head to it. Now Jones for a Kilmarnock team trying to edge their way to Premiership safety. Oh, that's a great ball in for Boyd! And he couldn't quite get his body around this to head the ball back across goal.
Very disappointing, the performance first half. Well, I think the way we finished the game, it was definitely a well-deserved point. Maybe a little bit unlucky not to nick a little bit more, but it's a point. We're moving forward, and so got to be happy with it.
We're still coming from a run where there's not tremendous confidence levels there. We're building those things, and we're working back to bring all that together. So the fact that we've had a 0-0 away from home, we can't consider a disaster, but albeit we are disappointed.
0-0. Is it still a work in progress for you at Hearts, Michael?
No, unfortunately, it's a work in regress at the moment at Hearts, and you see, I want to focus on the middle of the park here. There's 4 bodies there, very tight, far too tight. There's huge areas of the park that are got no Hearts players in them, and when Jamie Walker picks this up, tries to play a straight ball, very difficult, to an area where you'd want Jamie Walker to get on the end of the ball. You know, they've got no real structure to the side. There's no balance. Just want to look at Perry Kitchen here. Eventually, throws his arms up in the air. He's got no options. Look at the area of the park there. Not a single Hearts player in it. Instead, they've got 3 players at the top end, static against the back 4 of Kilmarnock. It means he's got no options. And what happens when you play the ball back? That's a trigger for the opposition to go and press you. This ends up back at the goalkeeper. You know, conversely, you see Kilmarnock here getting the ball into wide areas, penetrating the opposition. Wonderful defending there from Liam Smith to block the cross. Great play from Jones, again driving it into areas that are going to hurt the opposition from Kilmarnock there. And this is a wonderful cross from Jones, and Chris Boyd's very close to getting that on the target. But you see the problems that are caused when you stretch the opponents in the wide area, you get balls into the box, you get chances. Hearts are not getting that. They've got no structure in the final third. They're not hurting the opponents. They're not creating enough chances. And, of course, that means that they're not going to score enough goals. And it's not particularly great at the moment. They need to get back to basics, simplify the game, because I think it's far too complicated at the moment.
Stephen, Hearts head coach Ian Castle getting the backing of Anne Budge during the week. What did you make of that?
Yeah, she's right to back him. She employed him. He will be there next season. But she also kind of touched on the various aspects of negativity surrounding the media coverage. For me, there are positives: the new stand, the support base, the training ground, the new pitch. But you're going to negative criticism is going to be there if you aren't winning games and entertaining on the pitch. And I'm afraid that's just the nature of the beast.
You know, look, Anne Budge came out and said that it had reached ludicrous proportions. I've got to disagree with that. I think that, yes, as Tomo says, it's not been good enough on the park. There's always going to be scrutiny there. And until they return to getting some good results, there's going to be negativity and there's going to be scrutiny on the performances in the park.
Just very briefly, Kilmarnock out of the woods?
Yes, they are for me.
Stephen?
Still only 5 points.
OK, we finish with another big match in the relegation.